Alright, welcome back everybody. I got another handful of agate nodules from Arizona desert just outside of Phoenix that we're going to cut today and see what's inside. I think this is the biggest of the bunch. It's got some open face windows on it, showing some banded agate, some tubes. But just cut that down the middle and see what it looks like. And I think I've got the smallest one here. This looks like it's got some moss agate on the bottom or something, and maybe agate on top. But you never know. Could be agate all the way through. We'll see. I've got this weird little nodule here, more of a seam agate. And I'm hoping it's got something in it, like little white tubes or moss or maybe banding or a combination. We'll see. And then I've got this guy here. It's showing quartz on this end here, but it's got this odd negative crystal impression filled with something. Maybe a calcite crystal, I don't know. And it looks like something goes all the way through that. So I want to cut that in half and just see what that looks like. This one I don't have high hopes for. Might just be agate right there where it's showing. The rest of this might just be a moss or a host rock. And I got this little nodule here. Don't know. I don't hold out a lot of hope for this one either. Just something about this tells me it's not gonna have a really good center, but I don't have enough evidence that it won't, so I'm gonna cut it. And I got this nodule here. It's got some banded agate showing. It's got some nice colors on it. Definitely want to see what's in that guy. And then same with this one. It's got some nice banding right here. Gonna cut these all open and see what we got. So let me take these to the saw, cut them open, and I'll be right back. All right, I am back from the saw. Let's see what we ended up with. So this one didn't have high hopes for, just something about the color, texture. Yeah, just a rhyolite bubble with a little bit of quartz in it. All right, next up, got the one where I said it looked like it had a little bit of moss on the bottom and some agate on top. So let's see what we ended up with. All right, it's about what I was expecting. Banded agate on top and that moss on the bottom. Unfortunately, the moss is really pitted. So that's probably just a tumblestone. All right. Next up, got the one that had a little piece of agate on top, and I thought, that's probably all it's gonna have. So let's see what we ended up with. Yeah, it was just a piece of agate on top of host rock, although it's pretty nice looking moss. It's not as pitted as the last one. It does have a fracture through it. It might make a nice tumblestone. Okay. Next up is the one that had that odd, looked like a negative crystal impression. 2, 3, 4. So it's got the perfect 6-sided formation going through the quartz crystal. And it looked like it came all the way out the back here. So let's see what it looks like. All right, you can see that formation in the middle. It's got that brown six-sided formation with a banded agate in the middle of it. It's got banded agate around it, no quartz. That must have just been on the surface. That is pretty cool looking. That's worth a face polish. Nice. Love that pattern, or that six-sided formation going through it. That's really neat. I mean, the only thing I can imagine that causes that is some kind of a pseudomorph crystal that got replaced with something else at some point. It's pretty neat. I like that. All right. Next up, this one had a fracture and the tip popped off while cutting. But other than that, it held together. Let's see what we ended up with. Ooh, all right. Nice pattern. It's really cool. Shame that tip popped off. Yeah, I can see the fracture on this end as well, right through here. I don't know, it's probably worth a face polish. Really nice banding. It's got nice color. The banding is pretty distinct. All right, very cool. Nice. Okay, next up, this is the one that I said it's probably gonna have some kind of white tubes or moss in it, and like a clear agate. Possibly some banding. Let's see what we ended up with. Ooh, all right. Yeah, definitely. You have the tubes and the banded agate. That is pretty cool looking. That is really nice seam agate. Very nice. Popped off here, unfortunately. All right, that's worth a face polish for sure. Very cool. Okay, next up we had that odd nodule that had some really good color and some faces showing. Not sure how that went together. Let's see how it ended up. Oh, all right, banded, full banded pattern. Pretty much centered. See that indentation right there, creating this formation on the back side of that cut. You got the little bubbles growing in from the edges. All right, that's either a face polish or possibly getting a slab or two for cabochons. Probably a face polish. I like that. Very nice. All right. Last stone in this bunch. Save the biggest one for last. This is the one that I said looked like some banding and some tubes going on. Let's see how it came out. Oh, very, very cool. All right, let's look at one half at a time here. So, we got some plume agate. And I don't see, well, there's a pit right there in that one. It's kind of hollow. But these other ones are pretty solid. That's pretty cool looking. And you got some tubes, some banded agate. Some more of that moss, solid again. Okay, that's a definite face polish on this one. That is really sweet. That is a nice specimen. All right, this side's a little bit different, but just as cool. Well, all right. That was definitely worth cutting. That is a gorgeous stone. Definitely gonna have to face polish that one. Very nice. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye.